Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum.
Hi folks, this month, March 10th, marked the 51st anniversary of the Tibetan Uprising. Yeah, that's what it was, kids. It was a bunch of Tibetans uprising against the Commies, against Commie authority, Commie oppression in their region of Tibet. This whole Tibet-China issue was independent, was not independent, was a part of China, reasserting China. That's another video we'll discuss. But right now I'm discussing the issue with the Tibetan Uprising. There was an uprising in 1959, the Tibetans against Commie authority in Tibet, resulting in 85 Tibetans being murdered in that event. So March 10th is commonly referred to as Tibetan Uprising Day. Now, a lot of people right now, especially the commies in commie land, are now getting on their keyboards and starting to type and tell me, what about you in America with the Native Americans? You took their land away. So if we gave them their land back, are you going to give Tibet back? Is that what you're saying? So you're admitting you took Tibet when you say that? Then you say, what about your treatment of the Native Americans? Let's talk about that. Since you like to compare Tibet with Native Americans, let's make that comparison here, okay? When the difference is, the United States government and the American people as a whole today admit we were wrong in our treatment of Native Americans. The commies never admitted that in their treatment of the Tibetans. They never admit. As a matter of fact, they say, we freed the Tibetans from slavery and serfdom. That's what they're saying. Never admitted that. So there's no comparison between Native Americans and Tibetans, whereas the American government and the American people admit we were grossly wrong in our treatment of the Native Americans. In addition, our Native Americans are the most patriotic Americans in this here country. Can you say that about China? Are your most patriotic citizens in the Middle Kingdom your Tibetan citizens? How come thousands upon thousands of Tibetans live in exile outside of Tibet and China? Do we have thousands upon thousands of Native Americans living in exile outside of the United States? No, I'll answer that for you. The Indian Wars in the United States ended in Arizona in 1918. That was the last battle. The same year this country entered World War II. The same year that 12,000 Native Americans joined the United States military to fight for the United States in Europe. World War II, 250,000 Native Americans were part of the United States military. Now I ask you this. How many Tibetans are in the Chinese military? I have no idea. But this century, when China invades one of its neighbors for resources, how many Tibetans do you think are going to join the Commie army in that invasion? If China got invaded from, let's just say, Russia or some other country, how many Tibetans do you think are going to take up arms in defense of Commie land China? So please do not make a comparison between the Tibetans and the Commies, Native Americans, and these here United States of America, because there's no comparison. Thank you. Now, since the Commies have taken over or reasserted their authority in Tibet, which is a very beautiful land, and I know this only through pictures because I've never been there. And we also can appreciate the fact that the Commies did upgrade infrastructure in Tibet. They helped modernize it somewhat. But did they do that for the benefit of the Tibetan people, or did they do that for the benefit of the Commie people? In other words, did they do that to induce the people of China to move into Tibet, thus diluting the Tibetan population in Tibet and increasing the Chinese population in Tibet? All right, folks. We'll see you. God bless you. God bless America. And God bless the nation you happen to be. See ya.
We are springing to the call for 300,000 more, shouting the battle cry of freedom, and we'll fill the vacant ranks of our brothers.